All right, let's get into our guests. We're going to welcome Bob Scalia and his son Dan there with Scalia Development, a father and son team. Welcome to Property Source Radio, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got to get real close to that microphone, like I said, so we can. You got to get closer.
Closer.
There you go.
Okay, I'm right here.
Father and son. How long you been in business?
We've been in business doing it full time for about 7 years now. But the unique, history of our company is that both Dan and myself have grown up in the construction trade. My father, Dan's grandfather. We grew up with hammers in our hands, shovel in the ground. So we've been around it most of our life. So.
Dan, you didn't get dragged into it, did you?
No, I decided to do it voluntarily.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, but it's definitely working out pretty good. I like to meet the people and do the work.
What's it like working for Dad? I mean, your dad is on two levels with you.
Yeah, it's almost like when you see it on TV, whether it's American Choppers, and you see the arguments, and you see it goes back and forth sometimes, but we both really do have the same goals, so we come together always in the end. No problems.
And Bob, you have to kind of look at your son somewhat as not your son. I mean, he's an employee, and you got to say, well, I hired him, so he must be good at something.
Well, I look at my son most of the time probably as my boss. I mean,
really?
He directs me, gives me input on jobs. He went to college for that, and he directs me on the proper way in a lot of cases in codes and so on and so forth.
Oh,
so,
excellent. That's great.
I listen. You can never stop learning in this trade.
Well, someone said to me, the stuff you learn when you think you know it all is the most important stuff you learn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you guys like to do the most? What's your specialty? Or, you know what I mean? What turns you on the most in your remodeling? And
Well, I pretty much like to do repair work, whether it's water damage, drywall, and, people sometimes these things sit a while, and then we're able to cut them out and show them what the problem is and kind of direct them in the right way to go.
Okay.
We're calling this segment Getting Intimate with Pat Coyne.
Yeah.
So what turns you on about?
Where are you guys located?
I'm out of our office is out of Spencerport, and that's basically where we work out of. And we do all of Monroe County. We actually venture out into Wyoming, Ontario County, wherever the job brings us.
How's business?
Yeah.
Business has been excellent. This year started out like gangbusters. It hasn't stopped. I'm knocking on wood right now because I don't want to jinx myself, because just as fast as it comes, it can go. But this year, I would say over the past 3 or 4 years has shown the most promise and been the busiest.
That's good to hear. Good to hear.
You said the business goes way back. It goes beyond you guys. How important? Obviously, it's important to you to be family owned and family operated. What are the advantages? Can you pinpoint any of those?
The advantages are immense. People. When we come into and they find out when we're father and son, gives you, gives them a sense of security, honesty. They look at both of us as family owned, and it has that effect on people, and it definitely works to our advantage.
You agree there?
Yeah, I agree. We definitely see that a lot when we walk in. Everybody, they kind of light up a little bit, and you see another guy with his son, and they like that. They like to see that it's still going on in this country, that people are still trying to make it as father and son and build a good business.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the keys is to make sure you, and it seems like you do get along. Because
we're being good here.
Well, but you have to be good on the job too. I mean, there's always disagreements on any job, but you can't make sure. You got to make sure it doesn't get personal.
No, it never gets personal. Most of the time, it's just a difference in opinion on the job. But at the end of the day, like Dan said, we come together. I mean, we're here for a common purpose, and and we do. We clear all the problems up by day's end.
You guys doing any additions and stuff like that? Do you do that kind of work, or more so remodeling?
More so remodeling, it seems like. Additions they're tough to come by. A lot of competition in those, and I like to do the remodeling in stores, but we do them.
Cool. I like the before and after, actually.
Yeah.
Just seeing what you can create and do and freshen up. That's kind of my thing.
It's the father and son team. You don't mind me referring to you as such.
Not at all.
Bob and Dan Scalia from Scalia Development. We have their website linked up to ours at propertysourceradio.com if you want to find out about it. You guys are on Facebook?
Yes, we are.
And I would assume, Bob, that Dan is in charge of that.
Dan is the Facebook guru. Yeah.
How important is social media for you guys?
Well, it's very important. It seems that's the way everything's going now. People want to get updates, and we want to use it to kind of, give our promotions and what's going on with the company, and updating photos constantly.
Yeah.
Because, picture says 1,000 words in this business, so.
And you get it now, Dan? Do you get the importance of, or Bob, I should say, of Facebook? You have
To
a
be
Facebook
honest with you,
page?
no.
No? Well,
But it's a necessary part of business.
Yeah.
I'd let the younger generation take over with that, and that's the future, and that's the direction we have to go in.
Now, are you full service? You do everything, plumbing, electrical, all that stuff?
Yes, we do.
Explain your maintenance program. I see on your website you've got a maintenance program. I haven't really seen anybody offer that. Well, explain what that is.
Well, pretty much what I did from my experience of meeting with customers is I tried to formulate kind of a list of what I thought was important from discussing it with them and help them point them in the right direction with things. So what we did was we just came up with a list of services that I felt like that would work, and I put a price online, and I kind of showed them, this is how to best get the job done, and this is what it could run you in cost. Kind of a starting point, because everybody's just, what's this going to cost? And I want to help them so there's no confusion.
Okay.
that is the first thing. Everyone says, how much is this going to cost me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. And it's really clear in the on the website, and basically what we did was dealing through North Niagara Home Services. We when we go into a lot of homes, we kind of found out what the most common jobs that people really let go over the years, and then when they go to sell their house, or over a period of time, they just out of sight, out of mind, let it go, and then they build up to the point where they just don't want to look at them anymore, and they just want to get them done, get them out of the way. They want to leave the house and come back, and the job's done, and that's what we focus on.
Which is worse, to have a lot of little things that you let slip through the cracks, or one big thing?
A lot of little things.
Yeah, you find that a lot.
It irritates people.
Drives you nuts.
Irritates people,
right?
on a lot of
Like
little
what?
things. Just common things. Painting, little holes in drywall, painting outside. That's what we do. A lot of painting, a lot of repairing drywall, some floors, things like that. And it gets a little bit comical when you go into homes. A lot of times, the homeowners, they banter back and forth. It was never done. When are you going to do it? I'm just going to have them do it. I'm not going to bother with it. You won't do it now. I mean, sometimes you get in the middle of, we end up getting in the middle of a situation where, it goes back and forth between the homeowners. So it's fun. It's fun.
A lot of times you hear a company say, no job is too big for us. You guys at Scalia might be saying no job is too small for us.
I get that all the time. We pull up at the trucks, and they say, it says development on the side, and they say, is this job too small for you? And I just say, no, it pays the bills like every other
Business
job.
is business.
Yep, business is business.
Yeah. Phone number, if anyone wants more information.
585-749-0338.
And as we said, their website is linked up with ours at Property Source Radio at propertysourceradio.com. If you can hang around for a few more minutes, I saw something on your website called the Courtesy Color Check that I want to find out about. So stick around. We'll get to that. We're here till 10 o'clock. It's Property Source Radio. Glad you're with us on Sports Radio 950 ESPN.